Hello, welcome to another update in my Ancients October project log. So this is a video I wasn't really planning on making. It's going to be about snow. Now, as you know, in my last video I mentioned I was having a bit of issues with the bases and I thought I had it sorted. Unfortunately, that's not really the case. So I thought I should show you really what I'm doing. So this is what the bases basically look like before, apart from the bit where it's fallen off in the middle there, I add any snow. Okay, so that is a Luke APS base ready range with some extra tufts and bits that I've made and added on. Now, after I added the snow, down the bottom here is one product and up the top is a different. I'm just not very happy with either of them. Now, I've done a lot of snow bases in my sort of hobbying career, if you like. I've used bicarb of soda mixed with paint and PVA to get one effect. I've used that GW stuff. I used to use Gale Force 9 stuff and mix it with water effects, but I can't seem to get hold of the Gale Force 9 stuff anymore. And I'm just not overly happy with sort of like this. And I know the kind of look I'm going for, and I just, you know, this would be fine for other stuff, but not for what I want to achieve. Plus, you can probably see sort of leaching the colour out of the green on here. So I want to basically try something else. What I've been scouring the internet and I found another company and it's called Precision Ice and Snow. Now, some of you guys might have seen this. If you haven't, there'll be a link to their website in the description below. They've got a channel, not loads of videos that show how to use their products. I think they must have been going quite a while because I can see some of the videos on their channel are quite a few years old now. And I think they mainly sell, I don't know if it's mainly for the diorama and the scale models. Now, their products are a little bit more expensive than some of the other stuff, like the Luke APS stuff or the Gale Force 9 stuff. However, I'm willing to try anything now to try and get the look, and I'm really intrigued. And I've seen this stuff before. Anyway, they have a sort of a starter kit, if you like, on there, which I ordered, which was £25. And I ordered on the Wednesday night, and it came on Friday morning, and it was free delivery, and it's excellent. And it came in this as well, which I was very surprised about. And it's got a few of their products inside, and I'm basically raring to get started. So I thought I'd open this up, show it, and we'll just put a video together and just see, and just basically show you what it's like as I trial it and actually see if it's any good. So I'll show you what they've sent me. So this is still in the wrapping. I'll say they sent me. I did obviously pay for all this. Right. I'll put that over there. So these are instructions. I'll have a look at those in a minute. There's lots of tutorials on their website. Let's have a look at this. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got the Chrysel 50mm ice and snow wash. So shake and pour a small amount into a dish, then use from there. This wash is not a snow paint. Yes, so I'm gonna basically be trying this out, but yeah, I believe it lets you give a little build up in joints and, for example, tank treads and things of snow. I thought it might be quite helpful on sort of like the rims of shields and on certain parts of the elephants. I've got that. Which one's this? InstaSnow. Refer to MDSD for Chrysel powder at website. If needed, remove from jar and remix to return. Well, that is like a paste. It does look like snow. Okay. A sieve. Precision Ice and Snow. Haley will be pleased with that. I'm not going to be using the one from the kitchen anymore. And then I don't know if she mentioned it, I was doing quite a good job of washing it up and replacing it, so she might not have known until now. All right, what's here? Now this stuff looks like the coffee that some of my friends drink. Okay, so this is the Ultra. So this is actually the actual scale snow itself. And they do 3 different types. There's a fine, I can't remember what the sort of middle one is, and there's Ultra, which is for all scales. There's enough in this bag to cover a metre square, 1.5 mil deep. And I thought, well, a metre square, you know, that's pretty big. That should be enough for all the bases. We'll find out. So, hoping this is resealable. Let's have a... Oh, God. A bit nervous about opening this compared to normal hobby stuff. It just... Okay. And this is an adhesive binder. Right, okay. I think what I'll do, I'll have a quick read of the instructions, and I'll come back and we'll give it a try. Okay, so let's have a look at the ice and snow wash first of all. So it says give it a good shake. So there we are, 50 ml bottle. Give it a good shake and add a small amount. So I'm gonna use this handy bottle cap. There's never any shortage of those. Oh man, it's not. There's no dropper. Oh, I'm a little bit scared. Okay, high-tech stuff here. So from what I can see, just paint it on as you would, say, normal wash. Then just, it's quite thick. Where snow might build up in something that's been exposed for a while. Elements. So this is why I thought this might be good for shield rims. It's like, well, let's put some on actually on just a flat panel like this. Let's have a look how that comes up. I'm really interested to see how this works out, because this could save me a lot of time. Right, we'll leave that to dry. See what happens. Right then, so while that wash is drying, I'm going to try the InstaSnow. So this stuff, apparently you can use straight out of this pot and spread it on, and then it will form a skin, and you can make prints in it. And I think that cure time I read is about an hour. So while that wash is drying, for it, have a look at this. So already just had a quick look. So there it is. Looks quite convincing. So what we're going to try it on, I've got this small base here. Now it said it adheres better to a rough surface. So I have basically got one of my craft knives and just made this a bit rough. So I'm going to use this spatula, and I'm just going to, well, it's a bit like that marshmallow fluff stuff you can eat. Better not get confused. I'll leave this lying around. The kids will be. So I'm just gonna. Definitely, I don't know if you can hear that. There's definitely a grittiness, a graininess to it. All this just so I can get the perfect snow on my bases. I must be mad. Weird stuff. So there we go. Let's see what we think of that. So I'm going to let that start to form a skin. Let that form a skin, and then I'll try and put a couple of prints in it. Alright then, so while we're doing that, let's have a look at the main one, which is the snow powder for snowfall. Okay, so I've got my test base, and I'll see what I do here. So first I'm going to try mixing the adhesive with the snow powder and see what we get. Oh God. Borrowed one of my daughter's spoons. So let's see how we do. So this stuff I'm going to use is the stuff that was in the black bag, the Crycell Ultra for all scales. So it's turned into a bit of a gloopy paste. I might add just a tiny bit more of the adhesive to it. Be licking the brush after I've done this stuff. Oh god, oh god, oh god. So I basically, from what I've seen, so the more snow, so if you want quite a wet looking snow, like a slush, add a little bit of powder. If you want it to look more like fresh snow drifts and snowfall, which is what I think we might go for, add a bit more. So I hope I'm actually doing this right. I have gone online and looked at their instructions, but all right, let's put this on a base. So I assumed that also then I should sprinkle some on it. Let's see what happens. Is that handy little sieve? Came with the kit. Well, that's pretty impressive. Okay, I'll set that on one side to dry and we'll come back and see how all three of these things are getting on. Okay, so I think our InstaSnow base is about ready to try some footprints. So I've got this handy Carthaginian here, and I'm going to use his footprints. So it says to use a wet sponge or something similar. So I've just got some water here, and I'm going to, oh, brush is still in there, dip him in the water. Just dry those off a little bit in the, oh, there we go, and let's see how this goes. Okay. Do they look like actual footprints? Well, it's gone all the way through, so I guess so because you can see the base underneath. So if you don't spread this stuff on too thick, you will get that texture that you've got on below, which is quite good because as you've seen on my bases, I've already got a texture on it. So what I might do now is add a little bit of this InstaSnow stuff onto the other side of the test base so we can have a look at it. Right, okay, so I've given these things about half an hour, 45 minutes, and thought I'd come back to them and let's see how they're getting on. So this is the tank, and you can see that the wash is now dried. So you can see here, yeah, that's completely dry now. So it gives you this sort of banking up where snow and ice might meet. It was quite easy to use. Now I chose not to take any off in the drying process, but you can actually do that with a sponge or a wet brush. I think it's pretty good. It's going to be quite interesting to use. So if you remember, I said let's put some flat on the panel. So that's come up there, and that does look, I don't know why I'm brushing it like that, but it does look quite icy. That's quite cool. So yeah, I mean, obviously it looks a bit weird because I've only done one part of that, but if I was doing a snow theme on here and then you combine it with some of the other effects that are in here, yeah, I think that would be pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking I might put some of that on the shields. So yeah, I'm impressed with that. The next one we did was this. This is the base. Now we used, actually no, it wasn't. It was this. We used the Ultra Snow. Which one was it? InstaSnow Ultra. There we are. So now it's gone hard. And what I'm most pleased about, it's not coming off. So as you can see from these, I have put the footprints in. So this here is the adhesive with the InstaSnow sort of scatter snow material on it. And then I've used that Carthaginian model and I've impressed those footprints into it. And then just to see how the InstaSnow did over actually having basing material on it, I've done it here. And again, I've impressed these footprints into it. And I've got to say, I am really pleased. I'm really impressed with that. It does look like snow. It has that glistening effect. We'll see if it still does in a minute when I varnish it, because it says in the instructions to seal it with an acrylic lacquer sealant. So we'll give it a go. I am definitely going to use this. Now, obviously, as I said before, this is was a bit of a trial, and all of this cost 25 quid. So for 25 quid, I got all of this pack of InstaSnow, the Crycell wash. Now this is a wash. This is going to go a very, very long way. The InstaSnow adhesive. Now I think I can use any silicone adhesive. So I'll use this until it runs out. The sieve, which is just nice to have a sieve. And the InstaSnow. Now I think the thing I'm most impressed with in here is this stuff. That was very, very cool. So I know on their website they do have all of these available individually. They've also got some cool water effects on there as well, which contains like algae or oil spills, I think it is. And they also do dyes, so you can put little droplets on there. So I know, for example, they've got one where you can do little droplets, and it's like blood. So interesting stuff. I hadn't seen anything up by anyone reviewing this stuff. So far, I'm really impressed. I will use this when I'm basing my troops. So you can see here is my the camera, Carthaginians, and you can see what I mean about the snow. It's kind of gone off coloured and a bit flat as it's dried. So I'm going to not rebase them. I'm basically going to put, I think in this case, I'm going to put the InstaSnow and some snow scatter over this, and on the shields I put a bit of a wash and see how it comes up. But just so you can see where we are, I'm just about to base 2 more units. So we're getting there. So here's a unit of Libyan spearmen. I actually really enjoyed doing these. I didn't think I was going to because of the colours I chose, but yeah, really enjoyed doing these. So I'm going to base these up, and here we have the Libyan javelin men as well. Now, skirmish base, bit of a rock, so that'll be nice. Has some just solid snow across the top of that. And I'm going to have a good play around, but that's 3 units down. Next thing to work on, it's time to do an elephant. There we are. All the other pieces are just over there. So I've already got my scheme in mind, but seeing how good the prints came out in this snow, we're definitely going to have some elephant prints, and maybe even some javelin men running around the outside. And if I can find a casualty model, maybe one on there as well. Maybe, we'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. I hope you enjoyed this. It was, as I say, it wasn't a video I was planning on making. Go check it out. It's Precision Ice and Snow. The link will be in the video description. And I will be back with another update soon. Take care. See you all later.